Hey YouTube, it's Sharon. I wanted to shoot a quick video because I had some thoughts running through my head, and I just want to ask some questions. I don't know if anybody out there can relate or can understand, but it's about relationship neglect. To me, when you're in a relationship with someone, number one, you made a choice to be with this person. And, over time, I know just with anything, like in the beginning, it's great, it's wonderful, it's lovely. But then over time, it's just, things can get boring. You tend to, look at the person differently. Sometimes, your partner might gain some weight or, just not take care of themselves like they did when you first get with them. Or maybe, maybe your interests have changed. Maybe you start participating in different activities and you tend to leave your partner behind because you're kind of self-absorbed and in your own world and doing your own thing. So it's just, my question is, what do you consider as relationship neglect? And this can go for a girlfriend and boyfriend, friendships, of course, marriages. I know I've read that happens a lot. So I just kind of wanted to get some feedback on that. To me, signs of relationship neglect are like when your partner doesn't show you affection. When you try to get close to them, they might pull away or, act like they're distracted, or they don't want to spend time with you. During the day, if you're at work, they might not call you or text you like they used to. When you're around each other, it's just like cold and boring, and it's like, wow, nobody has anything to say. Or when you try to strike up a conversation, with that person, they like don't want to talk, or either they act like they're listening, but they're really not listening to you. They just say, yeah, oh, for real? Oh, word? Okay. But they really are not even listening. They're just kind of playing this role, like they're listening to you. Relationship neglect, it can be very, very hurtful, especially to the person that is being neglected. It could lead to low self-esteem, because automatically when a person which was once loved and admired and, got plenty of affection, and now you're not getting any affection, you're not getting any communication, that would lead you to think that there's something wrong with you. Yeah, but it's nothing wrong with you. It could very well not be anything wrong with you. Usually, from, what I understand, what I know for myself with my own experiences and what I've read online, a person, the one that's actually creating the neglectful environment, they could have another person on the side. They could be dealing with some, emotional, internal issues like depression. They may have even had a childhood where they were neglected. And of course, in the beginning of your relationship, everything's all great. But then once those true colors start to set in, like after 6 months, then you start to really see what type of person that you're dealing with, that they start to mirror the same images and the same actions that were put on them growing up as a child, but they really don't even realize that they're doing it. And then, what if you confront the person that's neglecting you? You might go to them and say, hey, you're not showing me any attention anymore. We don't do anything anymore. You don't talk to me anymore. You don't kiss me. You don't come up behind me and put your arms around me anymore. What's going on? They might get defensive. They might say, what are you talking about? They'll look at you like you're crazy. But you're not. I mean, you're a human being. And we all, especially when we're in a loving, relationship, we want that. We want that to continue. I don't know of anybody who doesn't. I mean, who wants to be in a boring relationship with a person that, doesn't show any emotion, or That's whack. And also, the person that's doing the neglecting, it's a lot of selfishness there, because sometimes they just might be so totally self-absorbed in their own life, worrying about, making their ends meet, that, they pretty much don't even care about you and what's going on in your life, or trying to incorporate you into, what they have going on. So that's another reason why you might get neglected. Anyway, this is just some of the stuff I was thinking about today. If you have some thoughts, feel free to leave them. Like, what do you do if you're in a relationship with a person that is neglectful, that doesn't, treat you like they used to treat you? How do you fix that? Just to try to answer my own question, I'm thinking, of course you're going to bring it to their attention. Try to have some open communication about the situation, and hopefully they will reciprocate that communication back with you and try to give you some feedback. But a lot of times when somebody is neglectful, like I said, I think that they don't even realize that they're doing it. And I think that it's just like a part of who they are. But I just believe that God can change anything. And I think that if you are in a neglectful relationship with a partner, whether you're married or it's your boyfriend or your fiance or your girlfriend or, whatever, I'm going to suggest prayer. Because prayer, to me, I think everything starts in a spiritual realm. And, go to your Father, the one that never neglects you, the one that's always there for your heart and your mind, all those deep parts of you that need to be hugged. I think that the first place you should go is to God in prayer, and to stay in prayer. Stay before Him in prayer. Then calmly go to your partner and let your partner know how you feel, and just try to ask some probing questions. Is there something going on? You seem a little different than you used to. I'm just trying to figure out, what's going on in your mind. Is it something that I did? Or, it's just, you just have to ask questions. Because I feel like if you just sit in silence, all it's going to do is kill your heart. Because it's nothing worse. Being neglected, that's just as bad as being abused, verbally abused or physically abused. Neglect is a form of abuse, especially if it's like a long-term, ongoing thing. But I definitely, if you're able, I recommend that you talk to your partner. Try to get the lines of communication open. And, you might even have to reevaluate your situation with your partner. Because I feel like this, and I've told this to my ex, I guess I was kind of the one neglecting the relationship. However, I explained I wasn't happy, and I let him know, listen, this relationship is not working for me anymore. I was very upfront and honest about it on several occasions. This relationship is not working for me. You deserve someone that's going to be able to give you the attention that you need. It's not me. It's not going to be me. We were just were not compatible at all. So I felt that it was important. I figure, if you're in a situation and you're not happy, get out. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done. But if you're able to get out, if you're not happy, the person is not meeting your needs, and they're not even trying to meet you halfway, they're not trying to communicate with you, they don't want to do anything, they just want to keep stuff the same, that's a dead-end relationship, and you're kind of wasting your time when you could be with someone that loves you and cares about you. And also, you could be, away from that person and trying to get back in contact with yourself. I think it's very important for us, each one of us, to fall in love with self. Not on some conceited, got a big ego type thing, but more so just finding self-love, finding out who you are, giving yourself a hug, appreciating the type of person that you are, your qualities, and also embracing your flaws. Sometimes when we're in a relationship, we just throw everything into this other person, and we actually neglect ourselves. So anyway, that's just some food for thought. Feel free to leave me your 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 comments. You can email me or whatever, and let me know if you've had some experiences with relationship neglect, what you did to make things better, and if you chose to leave the relationship, how did you get out? What did you do? I'm just curious. So anyway, that's it for now. Be blessed. Bye.